When it comes to toxic relationships and abusive relationships, I'm amazed how people think that is normal. I'm surprised at the level how people romance abuse. They try to romanticize abuse. They try to normalize toxicity in relationship. I'm amazed. Yesterday, I spent some time, a couple of hours towards the night, to listen and pay attention to some communities that claim to talk about relationships and marriages. I'm amazed. I was stunned. I got shook to my bones to hear people romanizing abusive relationships or behaviors, romanizing, normalizing abusive, toxic behaviors. I was shocked to my bones. Good morning, Favor. You're welcome. Good morning, Obashola. I was shocked to my bones to see how people normalize, how people romanticize and give excuses to permit abusive behaviors and toxicity in relationships. Some of you are here. It's sad that you're a victim. Love is not supposed to hurt. Hear me. Love is not supposed to hurt. If you claim to love somebody, if someone claims to love you, let me put it that way. If they claim to love you, somebody claim to love you, but their words tear your heart, their actions tear you apart. In most cases, their hands, it leaves bruises on your body. Some of them, it is their silence. Their silence suffocates you. If you are in such a relationship, that is not love. Let me say it again. Maybe you didn't hear what I just said. If they claim to love you, but their actions, their words tears your heart apart, their hands leaves bruises on your body, their silence suffocates you, their silent treatment suffocates you, that is not love. That is not love. You know, most of us ladies, we are excusing abuse just because we don't want to be alone. What a shame. You are excusing and permitting abuses, promoting it just because you don't want to stay alone. Remember, I said something. It is not just you. You are just thinking about yourself. It is not just you. If you have children, it's going to be worse. That permitting that abuse, excusing that abuse, because you just don't want to be alone, you are now giving it the right to train your children to become toxic and abusive. You are raising a generation of abusive people. Mercy, you're welcome. Mercy Mary, you're welcome. Let me tell you something. Being alone is better than being destroyed by someone who is supposed to support you, by someone who's supposed to protect you, by someone who's supposed to love you. Being alone is better than being destroyed by someone who's supposed to love you, by someone who's supposed to protect you. Much better. I said I'm going to rant today. I'm going to just rant. I'm going to talk just the way the thing is doing me. And I believe you're going to gather wisdom from what I'm saying. Wisdom. Why don't you choose peace over pain? Hear me. Choose peace over pain. I'm begging you, ladies and gentlemen, choose peace over pain. How can somebody claim to love you and their words is the one that tear your heart apart? Their hands leave bruises on your body. Their silence suffocates you daily. How can they claim to love you? How can they claim to love you? And here you are excusing it. You are permitting it. You are encouraging it because you don't want to be alone. Because you are afraid of being alone. No. Look beyond yourself and think beyond yourself. You realize if you will stop the track of abuse, if you will stop excusing it and permitting it, you will be saving a lot of generations to come. You will be helping generations to come. You will be doing much good to the society. Not just yourself. I'm encouraging you to choose peace over pain. Hear me now. I'm not saying that there is no pain. No. There will be pain. Remember, I did a video just now, not too long ago. I was ranting, I was just upset. Why are people looking for perfect relationship? Why? Why do people want, why is it people expect perfect relationship? Why? It does not exist. It does not exist. There's nothing like perfect guy, perfect woman. It does not exist. Listen, relationship, you will make mistakes. People do. People are emotional. People will make mistakes. That is what to accept. Accept that. Can't you just say it? That no one is perfect. People will make mistakes. That's why they are human. Humans make mistakes. That's why it's called human, not immortals. That's why they are called mortals. Mortals make mistakes. That's why they are called mortals. So in your relationship, you will have to see people make mistakes. Deal with it. Get over it. I'm coming to that in a moment. I just wanted to when mistakes become consistent, it shows that the person is not mature. But that doesn't mean that you're looking for a perfect person. If you can't deal with his mistakes, that is consistent and is destroying you, your life is in danger, is endangering your life, move on. That's what we're talking about. Move on. But it's not enough for you to go around and be looking for Mr. Perfect and say, okay, I'm not going to deal with this one. I'm going to deal with that. I need somebody to be this. I need somebody to be... What do you mean need? You want somebody to be this. You want this man to be this. You want this woman to be this. What do you mean? It does not exist. Love, I said it. I said love sometimes is not a vibe. It's work. That's my belief. That's what I've come to know. You walk it. You walk it. Some of you, you are suffering in the relationship. You are there because you don't want to be alone. You are afraid. I know many women that I've spoken to that are now, as we speak, they are still in that toxic relationship. They are still there. You know what the problem is? Because they don't know where to go. In their mind, they are afraid that nobody will look into their eyes anymore and say, "You are a beautiful woman. I'd like to marry you." That's why those of you that are in my subscription database, those of you in the subscription community, those of you who have subscribed, I'm going to be sharing on the psychology of attraction. The psychology of attraction for women. It is so important for you to understand the psychology of attraction. Once you get this wisdom, oh, it doesn't matter whether you are 57 years old. It doesn't matter whether you are 60 years old. You will still attract a man into your life that would ask you, "Honey, let's go upstairs." The psychology of attraction. My goodness. Wait until that thing is out. I might even have a book on it. I'm thinking. May God give me the grace to do it. I'm praying. God help me. Lord help me. I'm looking forward to sharing that topic. I said by the time I'm through, the psychology of attraction. All these your fears. That you want to stay in a toxic relationship. In so much so that it destroying you, destroying your children. You will stop it. You will not permit it. And the men will sit up. Once they know no woman wants to stay in a toxic environment, they will sit up. We are the one promoting it. They will sit up. And it's appalling and ironic to see that a man that is so peaceful and kind and loving, most women will still leave that kind of man. It's appalling and ironic. For me, I don't know where that, I'm not sure where that thinking, how these people come up with that kind of mindset. How are you doing it? This man is peaceful. He's trying his best. He's making you feel like a woman. And then you want to leave him. Why? Because you said there's no money. He doesn't have much money. I was listening to a lady yesterday on Instagram, and I was shocked what she said. She said she left her marriage. Why? Because the husband lost his job and then now wanted her to be supporting and paying the bills. Now, during the time, she said, "No, I'll try, but you try and get a job." It's okay, I'll do. So the guy was now struggling to get a job. So he got some job that was not paying the bills enough. So he now said, "Please, since you are running the business, you're doing well in your career, can you please pay the bills?" From that moment, she began to despise the man. Disrespect came into the system. And that is how she left the marriage. Then the guy who was interviewing her now said, "What if that was a test? Just to prove the kind of woman that you are?" And she now said, "That would be ridiculous. That would be inhuman. No, is it what you do that is human? What you did, is that human?" No, what you did. Because he can't afford to pay the bills, he asked you to pay, then you left. You started disrespecting him until you did something to him that you know that, okay, you have an excuse to say, "I have to leave this marriage." And you left. And then you are talking that if it was a test, he is inhuman. Is what? So what did you do? The one that you did, what do you call that one? Humane. God have mercy. God have mercy. Wow. I tell people, if you can't respect a man, don't marry him. Never marry a man that you cannot respect. Most of you have instigated toxicity in your marriage, in your relationship, because you married a man that you don't respect, you want to play with. And the man rose up and then turned against you. Some of you, you are instigating the abuse because of your level of disrespect. Do you know that most women gaslight more than men? Are you aware that some women in marriage, I'm talking about marriage and relationship, do you know that they gaslight more than men? It's only the men one that we are hearing. Men gaslighting. If you understand what it means, you know most women, majority of women gaslight more than men. I posted a video yesterday. Was it yesterday also? A lady was asked, which one is better? Who is better communicating, men or women? Guess what she said? Women. Okay. By the time we're not asking her question, do you assume that man should be reading your mind? He said yes. They assume that men should be a mind reader. Even with that answer alone, already gave her away that she lacks communication skill. Why will you assume that men should be a mind reader? From where to where? Since when did a man become a mind reader? In what ability that a man can read your mind and know what you are going through? But guess how many women think like that? Even as I'm speaking, and some of you that are here, that's the way you think. The man must know. Why don't he know? Why can't he just read my mind? These are the problems we're having. Gaslighting is not normal. It is not. What do I mean? You are too sensitive. You are overreacting. You imagine things. Tell me who does this better than men? Too sensitive, overreacting, and imaginations. You create ideas that are not there. Tell me who does this more than men in marriage? No. No. Good afternoon, you're welcome. Olademi. Gaslighting is manipulation. I'm fine. Gaslighting is manipulation. It's not love. So when a man or when a woman or a man are too sensitive to the extent that it causes overreactions, you imagine things that are not there, you are toxic. You are toxic. I'm not saying don't trust your gut. Trust your gut. It's good to trust your instinct. All right? But validate your feelings. Because if something feels wrong, you know. But validate it. I'm not saying it's not wrong. It's wrong to have an idea that something is wrong. No, you can. You can have an instinct. Walk with your instinct. Be sensitive. I know. That's what I'm saying. If your imagination is on point, All right? Validate it. Validate it. I'm not saying you should not. But sometimes we overreact. And we know it. Because we know no validity, no evidence, no valid point as to what we are reacting to. And even the reaction must be done with some level of emotional intelligence. It must be done with some level of intelligence, emotional intelligence. Some of you, how would you avoid, how are you going to avoid toxic relationships when obviously you romanticize even the red flags? You romanticize the red flag. You say, no, I don't. You do. You romanticize the red flags. The red flags shows up from the beginning of the relationship. No, you will not see it. You decide not to see it. You decide not to see it. The red flag was obvious on your face. You decided not to see it. You chose romance in place of the red flag. You chose romance. You chose romance. That's what you did. Now we are in a place now. We're trying to get the solution where we know that it's going to take us time, even in my course life, for the solution to happen. Somebody writing me, you have been in a marriage. There are some messages I read, I don't reply. Because I'm not God. You don't expect me to just perform something like a miracle and bring you out of your mess that you have created for several years. Intentionally. To be spoken. Intentionally. You're writing me, telling me you've been in a relationship, a marriage for 18 years. 18 long years. And in that 18 long years, it was toxic. And you had children on top of the toxicity. And because you now hear my story, you want me to come and bring you out of it. How am I going to do that? There were so many things that you permitted. There were so many things you agreed upon. All these years, those things, we have to look at them. We have to look at them. You see? We have to look at them. Why are we romanticizing? That's the word. Why are we romanticizing red flags? Red flags like jealousy, excessive jealousy, control behavior, controlling. You romanticize controlling behavior. And you said they are just protective. He just tried to protect me. He's just being protective. No. A big capital letter, no. A partner who loves you will not isolate you from your friends. A partner who loves you will not isolate you from your loved ones. He will not monitor you. She will not monitor you. He will not monitor your phone. She will not monitor your phone. A partner who loves you will not guilt trip you into staying and doing something else. No, a partner who loves you will not do that. Don't tell me they are trying to just protect me. He's just being protective. That's why you are kidding yourself. Red flag does not mean passion. It means danger, run. It's like run. That's what when we say red flag, it doesn't mean passion. It doesn't mean, oh, it's nice, passive. No. It means run, danger. So I want to encourage you, in order to learn how to avoid toxic relationship, you must stop ignoring these red flags. Stop ignoring them from the beginning. And if you don't know what they are, go and get my book. Get this book now. Buy it. Get it. Read it. Walking away from toxic relationships. Go and get this book. Hey. Because when I hear some things, do you know that you can be in a toxic relationship for a long time and it becomes too late for you to come out? Are you aware? Because I've seen about 3 cases. People send me an email. I'm looking at it. They DM me. I'm looking at it. I'll probably say, this is too late. It's too late. It's too late. There's nothing we can do on this one. This one is too late. It's too late. So I'm begging you, stop ignoring the red flags now before it's too late. Stop ignoring the red flags now before it's too late. Because, yes, it gets too late. It gets too late. Don't be surprised that it's too late. Tell yourself, I deserve more. You deserve more. I say you deserve more. Anyone in a toxic relationship right now, I'm telling you, you deserve to be loved without conditions. You deserve to be loved without fear. You deserve to be loved without pain. You deserve better. Hear me, hear me. You deserve better. You deserve more. So stop settling down for bare minimum because you think you can't afford to be alone. Because you think it's all going to get better. Did you think that you were created to become someone else punching bags? Is that why you came? Did you think you were created to become someone else's verbal target? Just let me rant. I'm in my energy of ranting. I'm going to talk. When it comes to toxic relationship, I'm angry. I'm angry. It's called holy anger. I'm so angry right now. The excuses. How we have come to romanticize toxicity, abusive behaviors. And it's keep going. I'm asking you, did you think God created you? You that is looking at me. You that is watching me and listening to me now. I'm asking you, did you think God created you to become someone else punching bag? I'm asking you. Did you think you were created to become someone else's emotional manipulating device? I'm asking you now, did you think that God brought you here on this earth to be verbally abused by somebody? You deserve more. That's what I'm saying. You deserve more. Let's tap to 20,000. Now let's go. Tap. Bring the likes in. Bring the likes in. Let's take it up. Let's take it up to 20,000. Let's go. I have so much to share with you. So let's let everyone. You are not the only person that is going through this pain. Trust me. We have a lot of people around the world that need to hear this, that are going through this pain. So let's tap. Tap, please. Tap. Like. That's what I mean. Like. So we can be on FYP. It's annoying. It's annoying. You deserve more. I get it. Now you are in the relationship that is toxic. I get it. Breaking free is not easy. I understand it. But it's worth it. Don't tell me it's not easy. You don't know. It's not easy. I can't. I'm trying. No. Try better. It's worth it. Breaking free is worth it. Yes, it's not easy. Break free because it's worth it. I know. I understand living that relationship that is so toxic for over 20 years, 25 years of being in that place. I know living is like impossible. It feels like impossible. I know you're scared. I know it. I know you're scared. I know you're scared of the unknown. I know you're scared of the unknown. I understand. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Listen hard. Staying in a toxic relationship or abusive one will cost you your whole... Listen, it will cost you your peace. It will cost you your health. It will cost you your joy. It will cost you your well-being. It will cost you almost everything. Is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you want to settle for? Why would you want to wait until you have lost yourself completely before you go? Why? Why do you want to wait until you have lost yourself completely before fighting for freedom? I just don't get it. No. I just don't get it. I'm asking you, why do you want to wait until you lost yourself completely before pursuing freedom? Sadly, as long as you are there, you have children there. Your children are watching you. Your children are watching. I say your children are watching. If you won't live for yourself, I'm begging you, live for the sake of that children. Those children. Live for the sake of those children. If you will not live for your sake, I'm begging you, live for the sake of that children. I say live for your children. You know why? If you don't live for them, let me tell you what's going on. To them, what is happening in your marriage, what you and Oga is doing. They are learning what love means. To them, this is the meaning of love. Your toxicity will become a thought of love, an idea of love for your children if you don't leave. Let me say it again. I said the toxicity that you experience, the toxic behavior and abusive behavior become a definition of love for your children if you don't leave. Let me repeat that. Some of you have been in toxic relationship because of the children. You say, I can't leave now. I have children there. What do I do? Well done. You have done well for staying. You know why? Because you have raised children now who now see your toxic experience, the behavioral patterns in that marriage that has been toxic and abusive. They now see it as the definition of love. That is what they see. Well done. To them, this is what love looks like. This is what love looks to them now. This is what love looks like. Because to them, this is normal. This is the normal way. This is what they believe to be normal. Good afternoon, you're welcome. This is what they believe to be normal. When you don't leave that toxic relationship, if you don't leave that place, you are telling the atmosphere, the toxicity to continue. So what you are saying is the cycle continues. Let's continue the cycle of toxic patterns. So what happened? The children will carry it forward into their relationship and marriage. The children will carry it forward. Hear me, your children are watching. Your children are watching. You think they don't? They do. The toxic relationship between you and your partner, your children are watching. What they see is that, this is the definition of love. This is the definition of marriage. That's what they are seeing. They see the abuse and they say, I think this is how it is. It is normal. I say, if you will not live for yourself, if you are not living a toxic relationship for yourself, I'm encouraging you, do it for the sake of the children, if you have any children there. Yes, God is helping now. This is the help that God is giving. God is not going to come down from heaven to do anything better. This information you are getting now is the answer. I am an answer to that prayer. So hear ye me. I'm serious. I'm an answer to that prayer. So what I'm saying now is doable. So do them. Some of us have raised mature children under toxic environment, under abusive relationship. We raise mature children. What do you think they're going to become? That's why, you see now, some of us were even raised from an abusive relationship, an abusive family life. Woo! God have mercy. God have mercy. You know what you are doing? You are protecting their reputation. Stop protecting their reputation. What reputation is this? A reputation of abuse. A reputation of toxicity. Why are you protecting a reputation of abuse? Why are you protecting a reputation of toxicity? Tell me why. Why do we protect abusers? Why? Why are we doing it? Our silence. Our silence is the problem. Good afternoon. See, boss, you're welcome. Our silence is the problem. Our silence. Why are you silent? I'm asking you, why are you silent about it? Your silence is your protection of the abuser. You are protecting them. Well done. Well done. I'm not here to sympathize with anybody today. I'm not here to. This is not sympathy. This is thought-provoking moment. I'm going to stir up emotional provocity. You're going to get to a level where you should be angry with yourself and say, how dare I be a fool? How dare I be a fool? Wake up and change your life. Why are you afraid to expose an abuser? Why are you afraid? I'm asking you. Why are you afraid? I'm asking you. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid to expose an abuser? Why? You. For the past 20 years, why were you afraid to expose this abuser? Some of you. Hey, why are you afraid? I'm asking you. Why? Why are you afraid of exposing them? You see what I'm doing? The reason I wrote this book is because I want to expose them. That's why I wrote this book. Anybody who didn't know what a toxic relationship is or a narcissist is, by reading this book, they will become aware. And by being on my platform, listening to me now, I'm exposing every abuser. I'm exposing every narcissist. My question is, why are you protecting them? You, why are you doing it? Why are you protecting them? You say, I'm not protecting them all. I'm trying. No, you have been so silent. You are silent. The things that are happening to you, how many people know? The abuse that you have been bearing, going through, how many people know? How many? Does the government know? Does the authority know? Does the law agency know? Do they know? No. Why are you silent? Why are you afraid to expose them? Why? Why are you silent? Why? Is it? I don't know. Okay, I'm telling you, your silence is protecting them. Your silence protects them. They don't protect you. Your silence is not protecting you. You think you are protecting yourself by being silent. It's a lie. You are protecting him. You are protecting that abusive woman, that abusive guy, that toxic man, that toxic woman. You are protecting them by keeping silence. Your silence is protecting them. That's what you've been doing. It's not protecting you. So what do you do? Speak up. Speak up. Go for help. You must know that your truth deserves to be heard. Your truth deserves to be heard. Whatever you're going through deserves to be heard. So stop prioritizing their reputation of narcissism. Stop prioritizing their reputation of abusive behavior or being an abuser. Stop prioritizing their reputation over your safety. You are doing it over your safety, and it's wrong. You think if you keep quiet, you'll be safe. You're wrong. You're protecting that abuser. You're protecting that toxic man, that toxic woman. You are protecting that narcissist. You are the one protecting them because you are quiet. You are not exposing them. You are not. Well done. Well done. You are guilty as charged. You are guilty as charged. You are promoting abusive behavior in the society. You are joining them to breed their kind. They are breeding their kind. You are part of it. Well done. That's what I'll tell you. By the time I finish today, I believe some of you will not be able to sleep because of what I'm saying. You will start acting up, doing something about these things. You think that God brought you to this earth to suffer in silence? I'm asking you. God did not called you to this life to suffer in silence. Because God is not okay with an abuse. You hear me? God is not okay with abuse. He's not. He said, no, enduring to the end. God said, have endurance, be patient, endure. No, God did not call you to endure a toxic or abusive relationship in the name of staying strong, in the name of being a Christian. He did not. Hear me now. I'm a Bible student. I'm a God-fearing Bible student. I know what I'm saying. He did not call you. I've read it through. I'm still reading it. I've read Genesis to Revelation. I found there's no place where God called you to endure toxicity. He didn't call you to are you listening? He did not call you to endure toxicity. He did not call you to endure toxic, abusive relationships. No. Get help. Seek help. Seek safety. Because God wants you to get help. Surprise, surprise. God wants you to get help. He wants you to hear me today. He wants you to hear me. God wants you to hear what I'm telling you. He wants you to get help. He wants you to get safety. He's asking you to seek safety. He wants you to get help. That's why he inspired the law agents to put the law in place. Because he wants you to be free. He has called you to freedom. It's all in this book. God called you to freedom. It's all in this book. Freedom is your calling. Freedom from manipulation. Freedom from control. Freedom from toxicity. Freedom from abusive partners. He has called you onto freedom. So whatever you do to get out of it, God approve it. Go ahead, do it. It is not wrong. Let nobody cajole you under the umbrella of religiosity. And trying to say, we Christians, we don't get divorced. I won't want you to join me in fasting and praying for Brother James, for Sister Mary, because they are going through tough times. You see, I know you saw Sister Mary with a black eye. And you know what is going on? It was an accident. You know, there is no marriage where there is no quarrel. And everybody say amen. Those rubbish, deception, you must not listen to it. That's not God talking. God does not romanticize abuse. God does not romanticize. Are you listening? God does not romanticize toxicity. He doesn't. He will never do. He is not in his nature. He hates it with a passion. Go and read the book of Micah. And see how God hates it. You know what they pick out of that? They say God hates divorce. But look at what led to the divorce. That's what God hates. It didn't say dividing more. No, it is the rebelliosity, the toxicity that leads to it. It says, look at the woman you have married from your youth. He said, why now mistreat her? Why? Why are you mistreating her? He said, why have you left the woman of your first love and then mistreating her? Why? God frowned at toxicity. That's it. He doesn't do it. God will not align you with a corrupt soul, with a corrupt person. So when we find ourselves with toxic people, we need to ask ourselves, hey, how did we get here? You remember that lady? What's that lady that used to sing for this church that the husband massively beat? I mean, she was beaten to death. That's the only thing I can say. She was beaten until she was out of life. She died in the she eventually died in the hospital, right? What's her name again? They were romancing the behavior. All the pastors knew, but they were romancing the behavior. And to be better, keep praying, sister. God will come to your, yes, God will come to your sinachi. Yeah, God will come to your aid. God will come to your aid. That's how they romance the toxicity until the man eventually killed her. And guess what? There is no law now that have gotten that man penalized. No. Because in the country where he committed the crime, the blame is on the woman already. She just died in something. No law is fighting for that woman's innocence. And yet abusive crime, toxicity is on the rising in such land. Is on the rising. Innocent people are dying prematurely because there are no laws, no responsible individual fighting for the innocent. He asks us to fight for the innocent. He asks us to speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Stop carrying the burden that was never meant for you. Stop carrying the burden that God didn't give you. The burden of toxic husband, toxic wife, abusive husband, abusive wife is a burden. Stop carrying it. It's not yours. Yes, that lady. Ekueme, Ekueme. You are the living God. Oh. Is it a pure soul? Look at that pure soul who died of abusive partner. And yet the law has not fought for her. But God will. You see what silence does? You see what tolerating abuse and this narcissistic behavior does? Listen, if you are not buying this book, you are doing yourself a disfavor. And if you know anybody that is in a toxic relationship, you are not sending this book to them. You are not helping them. If you know anybody that you know that is going through toxic relationship right now, and you are not sharing this platform to them, you are not doing them any good. I don't see you to be a good friend. Trust me. It's true. I have to come hard because sometimes we just let things happen and we say, well, because it's not us. Yeah, because it's not you. Because it's not you. So you keep quiet. I wish that's the way I think. I won't be here today. I won't be talking about it because it's not me, it's up to them. No. A burden has been laid upon me. And under that burden, my voice is heard. That is the echo of my voice. That's the passion by which I'm speaking. And anyone will hear, who wants to hear will hear. And I will keep saying it until people hear. And people are liberated. Why do we ask you to tap, tap, tap? It's because we want people to hear what you're hearing so that this live stream will be on their FYP. That's why we're asking to give us the like. So as you're tapping, you are helping us to spread. This is amazing. You are helping us to spread it. In fact, it is true. It is true. It is true. It is true. Treasure box is going to be out in 10. For the first 15 people, for 200 coins, I'm sending a treasure box out in the next 5 minutes. So let's see what you do in the next 5 minutes with what we're hearing. You see that treasure box that just came up, right? That one there. You see that treasure box up there? Did you see that box? Click on it. You will find 200 coins in it. Alright? Click it. And it will be distributed for everyone in lucky 15 people, depending on your commitment and activity in the platform. For what I'm telling you, look at that. In 5 minutes. Yes, I come online after church service from 3 p.m. Tomorrow I'm going to be here from 3 p.m. after church service. UK time, 3 p.m. UK time. Greg, you're going through toxic relationship. Get this book. This is what you need. Go and get it now. It's on the basket right there. You can see it. Is less than the price there. Is just less than. In fact, chicken and chips money. This is chicken and chips money. Get the book. This is how you can walk away from a toxic relationship. Because there's so much to say to you, and until you get this book, I won't be able to say a lot. So this is the answer that you are asking for. When you say, bro, I'm going through, this is your answer. Get it now. And add this one to it. Embracing equality in marriage. Building it together in the last. Add this one to it. He said, do you know that abusive people know how to apologize? Of course now. Every human being know how to apologize. Because you are their prey. Do you know how many people have stayed in abusive relation because the guy, the abuser, whether a man or woman, the abuser knows that you are their prey. They feed on you. And it's easier to feed on you than to go and look for a new prey to feed on. So why would they not beg you to stay? Question, do they change? That's the question. If they can't, you know that they are not changing. Every time they keep begging and begging, but they don't change. Is that not obvious that they see you as their prey? They prey on you. They feed on you. That's what I mean. You give them satisfaction. The toxicity towards you, the way they intoxicate and abuse you is food to their soul. It's food to their soul. Your crying, your pain is food to them. It's an excitement to them. Why would they not beg you to stay? Of course now. How would they make you feel before? You should understand. That's why I say get this book. It's not enough to just go and read it. You see their system. Their system is exposed. You want to get a screenshot? Take a screenshot. There you go. Take a screenshot. There you go. Have you done it? Done? Good. Someone's saying I want to take a screenshot. Ha ha ha. Yes, it's there. Legendary. Matthew is there. They are there. Okay. So, why did I have to tell you all these things? To make you understand where you are. This is so important. Even though as I'm talking about this book, you know some people will never buy it. They will even buy it. They can't read it. Do you know how many people who have been in toxic relationships so far, they will send me a message. They will describe the terrible situation that they are in. And I will tell them, okay, fine. Book a one-on-one section so that we'll spend at least 1 hour to 2 hours to analyze your situation. Face to face, I will talk to you and give you some spiritual counseling and wisdom that can guide you out and help you. They will not book the one-on-one. They will prefer to suffer than spending £100, $100, or $500, whatever it is. They will prefer to suffer. And you wonder why they choose suffering. And that's why I'm provoked. That's why I'm sharing these things under the holy anger that is coming from within me. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop normalizing toxic behavior. That's what I'm telling you. Stop normalizing toxic behavior. You know, you say, that is just how they are, you know. It's just like that. So, after black eye, after bruises on your arm, that's the way he always does it. He's always like that. It's just the way he is. God have mercy. Don't normalize toxic behavior. Don't normalize toxic behavior. It is not okay to walk on eggshell. It is not okay to walk on eggshells in your own home. If you are walking on eggshells in your own home, that is abnormal. That is abuse. It is not okay. It is not okay to constantly question your self-worth, your self-value. Because of how someone else treats you. Thank you so much, Legendary. Thank you. Because of how someone else treats you. It is not okay. It is not okay. Stop accepting less than you deserve. Stop it. It is not okay to walk on eggshells in your own home. Thank you so much, Yemis. Do you understand? Yasmin. Yasmin, thank you. It is not okay to walk on eggshell in your own home. Stop normalizing toxic behaviors. You know, I've been trying to talk to him. He won't stop. He just keep doing it. I'm tired though. You're not. You are normalizing the thing. Look at the way you're even saying it. I'm tired though. I tried. Did you speak to the parents? I tried, but you know now how these their parents are. You are not trying enough. You don't know what you're facing. You are encouraging and protecting this toxicity. And some of you is your wife. So toxic with words. Her toxicity is on her lips. Her toxicity is in this her tongue. And this has been years of years. Your life is not moving forward. You can tell. Because her mouth is evil. Her mouth is full of wicked thoughts, wicked words. And she destroys your destiny, your life, your emotions by just talking. And she has been there. Why? You say, well, you know, I promised the Father, then I will take care of her. I promised the Father that I will stick to my promise. You know, in my marriage, in my life, in my family, nobody divorce. We don't divorce. We don't walk. So we just manage what we have. Really, continue. You are breeding a generation of abusers. You are breeding a generation of toxic individuals. Your children are watching. Remember. Your children are watching. That is, whatever you are experiencing there will become a definition of love to them. I told you, your silence gives them power. Your silence gives them power. Your silence gives a narcissist power. Your silence gives an abuser power. Your silence gives a toxic person power. They count on your fears. They count on your shame. They count on your guilt to keep you quiet. They count on it. That's why you're not exposing them. But when you speak up, once you begin to speak up, their control over you is shattered. Hear me now, hear me. Once you begin to speak up, their control over you will break. That chain of control over you will break. Don't let silence. Don't let your silence protect them. Oh. Do not let your silence protect those who are hurting you. Do not let your silence protect those who are hurting you. Speak your truth. I said speak up. Speak your truth. It is your first step to freedom. Get help. Speak up. It is your first step to freedom. Expose them. It is your first step to freedom. If they can get you to be silent, if they can get you to be afraid, if they can get you to be ashamed, if they can get you to be guilt-tripped, then they can get you for the rest of your life. That's it. You're gotten. It's done. How will you be able to expose them? You know, it's okay. I know men always control their wives. Men always control their wives. In fact, there are some women also that also control their husband. There's nothing bad now to control someone. I laugh. God have mercy. Control is not love. Hear me. Control is not love. Control is not love. You know, you don't understand. They do it because they care for me now. Is it not who you care for that you control? If they don't care for you, care for me, will they control me? No, they care for me. That's why they are doing it. And don't you? No, stop that. Don't you get it? God have mercy upon us. No. Controlling your every move, that is not love. That is fear disguised as love or as care. Controlling your every move is not love. It is insecurity. It is fear in disguise. As what? As care. Be wise. Some of you have been trapped into that abusive behavior, abusive and toxic patterns because you think they cared. No. In their controlling you and every move. Where are you at? What have you been doing? Where you go? Who is that? Who is this? Come here, go there. I want you to do that. I want you to do. So you think that they care. No. What they have done is to weave a net, a vortex around you. And that vortex is a disguise. And then that vortex is like saying, I care for you. I care for you. I love you. You know I care. That's why I'm doing it. It is fear. It is insecurity. They trapped you because of that. Okay. I want to say this. I want you to hear me. This will shock you. All right? It will shock you. Let me laugh. Love does not check your phones. You don't love him to be checking his phones. You don't love her to be checking her phones. That's not love. It's called control. That's not love. Let me say it again. Love does not does not check his phones. Love does not check her phones. It is called control. When you check her phones, you keep checking her phones. When it rings, you jump up. Text come, you jump up. You are the one when you are like that, it is called control. You are controlling freak. Fear is holding you. Rachi, how are you? Welcome. You see, control. You are the one that dictates what he wears, what she wears. What is happening? Is she not human? Can't her just choose what she want to wear? You say, but once in a while I have to pick her clothes. Stop. What is that? You dictate her clothes? You even isolate her from her friends? You isolate the man from his friends. Some of you ladies, you are very good at it. Your husband's friends will come and visit. That is when your Igberaga shows. Your ordained. Your attitude start manifesting. When he's control. I don't like your friends. I don't like this your friends. So you always bring them to this house. I don't like them. And when they come, they mess up the whole house. I'm tired of this guy. Attitude. Control. You see, even most of us are ladies. We don't even know how toxic we are until I finish talking. Let me finish talking today. You know how toxic you have been. Let me tell you what real love is. Real love gives freedom. Hear me. Let me say it again. Real love. If you want to see what real love is, freedom is the definition. The true love is expressed in freedom. Read your Bible. It's there. True love gives freedom. No chains, no pains. So if your love, if the one you think you are enjoying is love, and you have pains and chains, you are bonded. You can't move. Every step of the way, you are afraid. You are in bondage. Yeah? That's bondage. That's not love. Love gives freedom. Love gives freedom. Yes, that's what it does. Real love gives freedom. Love liberates. Is your own. Are you feeling liberated? Are you feeling liberated? Are you feeling free in your marriage, in your relationship? Are you free? Do you feel the freedom? If you are not feeling it, then you are in a toxic relationship. That's it. You are there. Either you are the one toxic to yourself or your partner or both of you are. Something is not right. Because where love strives, that's where freedom is. Freedom is in a place where love strives. Therefore, love strives in freedom. So freedom is what love gives. So the fruit of love is freedom. One of the fruits of love. Not chains. So stop making mistaken control for care. Control for concern. He's so cared. He's so loving. Stop mistaking control for love. Stop it. Let's take the light to 40,000. That's our next goal. We're increasing. Let's go. I have so much to share with you. Let me tell you how some people think in their relationship that is toxic. Let me tell you how they think. They think like this. They say, well, I think I'm not doing much. Because he's treating me like this. She's treating me like this because I'm not doing so much. Let me work harder. Let me try harder. I have to work harder. I have to try harder. If I work harder, if I try harder, probably she will love me. Probably she will start liking me. Probably she will start respecting me. Probably he will love me. Probably he will start valuing me. If I work harder. No. Stop blaming yourself. Stop it. It is not you. It is them. It is not you. It is them. It is them. They are trying to make you think it is you. Hey, it is not you. It is them. Hear me now. You can't love someone into treating you better. It does not exist. He said, but I don't think that's true. Don't you think the more people you love people, the more they treat you better? I laugh. Oh, that's my handkerchief. It's a lie. Are you watching and you are not following us yet? Hit the follow button because you're missing out. Because every day, 12 noon, something will jump. Something come out of this place. Every day, 12 noon, something. The spirit of wisdom is at work in this place. Every 12 noon. You don't want to miss it. Even me, I'm amazed to hear that spirit of wisdom guiding us. So hit the follow button. I say you can't love someone into treating you better. Stop doing it. Anyone who will treat you better will treat you better, irrespective of what you do. Barrister with money gone. This is amazing. Give it up. I see you, sir. Wow, what have you done? What is TikTok doing to you, sir? Where's the laugh, Jerry? What is TikTok doing to you already? Amazing. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen. Oh, dear. Get the books. See, the best thing you could ever do for yourself is to get this book. Get them. Get these books. Get these books. Whoo! Let me share some more. Listen, abuse is about their need for control. Not your worth. every abuser, anyone that is toxic is broken. Everyone that is toxic is broken. Stop blaming yourself for their brokenness. All right. Let me bring your attention to something very important. I want to bring your attention to something very important. This will probably be the last thing I'm going to say today. They will not change. Okay. Every toxic person, abusers, narcissist will not change unless they want to. They will not change because you care better, you love them more. They will not change because you obey them. They will not change because you're praying. Hear me now. Hear me. They will not change because you're fasting. They will change unless they want to. That's when they change. In other words, they will not change unless they want to change. And you can't make them change unless they want to. You can't buy time and wait for them to change unless they want to change. I'm talking about avoidance of toxic relationships, and therefore speaking on behalf of this book, walking away from toxic relationships. There are some things you must know. There are some things you must know that a toxic person, an abuser, a narcissist will always be who they are, except they want to change. How many times have you told yourself they will change? Some of you can't even count how many times you have said it. They will change. Even their parents will tell you it will change. Their friends will tell you, don't worry, they will change. Just give it time. Your pastor will tell you, they will change. Just give it time. You will tell yourself, they will change. Just give it time. How many times have you told yourself that? Change only happens when someone chooses to. Not because you begged them. Not because you cried. Not because you stayed there. Change will happen when they want to change. If he or she chooses to change, that's when the change begins. It's not because you cried. It is not because you begged them. It is not because you stayed in the marriage. The longer I stay because of the children, maybe he will change. You're kidding. If I give, maybe after this, my first child, by the time we have our first child, our second child, maybe he will change. You are kidding. No, those things will not change anybody. Those things will not change a toxic person. It will not change a toxic man, a toxic woman, or a narcissist. It will not change them. What changes them is their choice to change. They must come to a conclusion and say, this is toxic. I have to change. Or they will say, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like my father. I don't want to be like my mother. I don't want to live the life. I don't want to have this kind of marriage that my parent had. It's full of toxicity. I must change it. That is the voice of a freedom person, a free man. That is the voice of liberation. When that person begins to say, I must change it. I don't want this, I don't want that. Enough is enough. That is when the change begins. Not because the partner is begging them to. Not because the partner loves them more, buy them Rolls Royce, give them money. No, all of those things will not change. It doesn't matter how many times you cry in the night. It will not change. They might look at you crying and angrily take their pillow, walk downstairs and sleep in the couch. That's all you get for crying. You irritate them. Yet you are in pain and you are expressing your emotions in pain. They can't see it. No empathy. No empathy. Sadly, don't waste your life waiting for someone else to decide your happiness is worth it. It's worth it that you make your mind up to say, this is what I want. Your happiness is worth the freedom. So don't waste your life waiting for him to change, waiting for her to make the decision for your own happiness. No, don't wait. Don't wait. Choose your happiness up front. Make up your mind to be happy. Make up your mind to be joyful. Make up your mind to have peace. And go for peace. With all your might, you must avoid toxic relationship. With all your power, you must avoid it. If you are there already, it's time to walk away. Get your book. Get it. Walk away. It's time to walk away from every toxic relationship now. It's time. Get this book and know how. This is your how. I'm telling you, this is your how. Avoiding toxic relationship, walking away from toxic relationship, this is your how. Get the book. This is your how. And with this book, you will understand that freedom is your birthright. Peace is your birthright. Safety is your birthright. Let nobody steal them from you. I just answered you now. How do you know that you are in one? In what? In a toxic relationship where there is no physical abuse. I just told you, go get it. This is the answer. I've talked about several toxic and abusive behavior for many. Hello, Lydia. I've talked about it, so go get it. Go get it. What region are you from, Mark Darling? What region are you from? Happy weekend to you. What region are you from? The book will pop up on my screen right now. It's on my screen. Just check your screen. The book will pop up. Click on it. All right. And also, if you can't get that, if you can't see any pop-up, go to my bio, the link on my bio. Click on it. You will see the book there. Click on it. It will take you to where to get it. It doesn't matter where you're from. It will take you there. Been looking, can't find it. Where are you from? Pretty A. I just told you where to get it. Yes. I will buy my helpful book for self-development. Yes. I've been missing a lot lately. Yeah, where have you been though? Been very busy. Okay. Welcome back. Very important. Very important. Now, throughout last week, we started it on, was it on Sunday? We started it on Sunday. On Sunday last week, all right? This week we make it 1 week. So I think on Saturday or Sunday. I think it was on Saturday. We started it last week, Saturday. We started sharing on emotional intelligence in marriage, emotional intelligence in relationships. So we dealt with it for a whole week. Since on Saturday, every day till yesterday, it was intense, revelatory, full of life, full of insight, directive, wisdom. Guess what? The book is on its way. I told you I'm going to write a book on that. I'm on it by God's grace. The book is on its way. Oh boy, I can't do all those social media. There's a lot of them. I can't be on all these social medias alone. I know it's demanding. Be on Facebook, be on Instagram, be on there. It's demanding. So even YouTube, you know. But I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I just opened Instagram account recently, so I'm on Instagram now, and I'm on TikTok. I'm trying. I think I have a Facebook account on Facebook. I have Facebook fan page, but I think that was the one I started with along with YouTube for a while. So I think I've not been carrying it along. It's a lot of work. Trust me, it's a lot of work. So somebody said get a social media manager. Yes, some of them are not understanding at all. Some of them are too demanding. They will charge you outrageous money, which they can make for you. On Facebook, we can listen to everything you say before. Oh, were you there? Oh, yes. I think you should be. Oh, dear. Yeah, I was doing live stream, isn't it? I was doing live stream there. I will stream live today. Yeah, we will do live stream today as well. I'm going to be sharing some parts on that today. Some of these things. I'm going to be sharing this one. Avoiding toxic relationship. So I'm going to be talking about it too. So I'll share part of this, what I've shared today, there, maybe a few minutes. Yeah. Thank you. So I want to encourage you. Some of you are viewing the book. You're not purchasing. You know why? Because you think that the money is too big for you. That's the problem. You think the money is too big. £12 is too big. $12, $15. I don't know how much it is in your currency. If that is too big for you, then you have never seen a problem. If solving a problem is too big for you, then where's your hope? If having if having to live a toxic relationship is too expensive for you to acquire, then wow, I don't know what to say. That's what I would say. Wow. I think there's something that is here that say wow. Wow. It does say wow. Wow. So hit the follow button if you're watching anywhere in the world. Hit the follow button now. And I want some of you who are still, people that need this kind of content, share the live stream, invite them, share this platform with them. Share this live stream with them. We can't purchase a soft copy of the book. Where are you from? You can do it on Kindle. Kindle, if you have a Kindle book, Kindle app, you can buy it on Kindle. And also, if you want to have the PDF, the reason I'm not giving out the PDF because it can easily be distributed without protection. In other words, if you buy the PDF now, you download it, you can just send it to everybody. Say, hey, I have this book. Send me your email, forward it. So I don't really enjoy the idea of PDF because it's easy for anyone to just buy one copy and send that PDF to hundreds of people, and then anyone can get it. You just keep forwarding as email to them. Take this book and read it now. So PDF has become too saturated. How do I put it? Unprotected by copyright. So now people can just take the PDF and send it to thousands of people. So for me, I'm very careful with when it comes to I share to people. So that's the thing. So PDF can just go. Yeah, the book is not expensive at all. That's what I thought. So with the content, with the content inside is now, and embracing equality in marriage, building it togetherness that lasts. This is amazing. You need to get this one too. And if you want a one-on-one section, yes, KFC bucket. Yes, so it's KFC bucket money. KFC bucket money will buy you this too. KFC bucket money will give you this too. So don't go and buy KFC if you don't have this book on your shelf. You'll be doing a disservice to your children and to yourself. Let your children want to read this book when they grow. Have it on your shelf. They want to read it. Because sometimes you want to talk about marriage to them, you need to have something in mind to share. And this is a great tool. Also, one-on-one section. Please, let's take some question now. Let's take some question in. Oh, Nelly, I hope you're still there. Nelly, I hope you're still there. All right, you send a request. So, yes, Nelly, how are you? Can you hear me? You're having a network issue though. So maybe you should resend your request. We can't hear you. We can't seem to connect with you. So yeah, if you have questions, you have comment to make, please send up. You can send your request. Nelly, we can't get you on. Your network is not up. So let's get you back on. Send your request again and we'll be able to pick it up. Yes, any question, any comments regarding what you'll be hearing? Any question, any comment? What do you think? What have you done with the abusive relationship? What changes are you making? What changes are you making? So ensure you're following us. Thank you for hitting the follow button. Ensure you're following. And I want to encourage you, go to my profile, watch all the videos that I sent today. I put out about 2 videos today. Watch them and comment. Leave a comment on them. I will encourage you to watch them, get some wisdom from them, and leave comment. If you have a request, please send it up. Send a request, a question. If you have questions, send your request. If you have questions, send your request. Please, if you have questions, send your request and follow. Benas, okay, I'll bring you up. Gladly bring you up. Benis, you're up. Accept my request.